Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Innocent Life. We have finally reached summer. We are now out of spring, and a new season has begun. So, welcome everybody to the first day of a new season. I have been playing on another file, and I would love to load that one up to show you some of the progress I have made, but we have a visitor this morning, and I didn't want to miss out on talking to Max here. So, let's see what he has to say. Good morning. Sorry to bother you so early. I know it's been a long time, but we were finally able to repair the bridge this morning. And we also made a raft to help you cross more easily. There's a spring at the bottom of the path to the northwest, right? Well, that's where the raft is. I'm afraid I have a class now, so I'll be going. Good luck, Robo. Oh, by the way, I took a look at your farm just a bit ago. That's quite a robot you've got there. I thought he was going to blow me away there for a second. Haha. Well, goodbye. Yeah, you probably want to be careful around machinery if it thinks you're a trespasser. Anyways, let's go up to the farm and have a look here. Preparation complete. Use the R1 button menu to give me a command. I cannot plant seeds or harvest crops, but I can water them or clear fields. I await your command. Alright, well, hold on to your pants there, Forte. I will give you a command in just a minute. But as you can see, now we have the ability to clear out all of the dead crops in our field, and we can start over completely fresh for summer. So you can either take this opportunity to use your sickle and clear out the field yourself, or you can give the command to Forte, and he will do it for you. As you can see also, just as an example, if we clear away one square on our own, the soil has also defaulted, so there's no strange moss on it at all. So if you want to be able to use strange moss, you're going to have to gather it and re-put it on the soil that you'd like. This is also a good opportunity to change your crop formation or anything else that you think needs changing. I'm not going to bother with going ahead and planting anything today because, like I said, I've already done all that on another file that I'll load up, and I'll show you guys all that stuff later. Let's have a look at Forte here and what kind of chores he can do. He can remove garbage, removing unnecessary things such as dog droppings and dead plants from your fields. He can water crops, however there is a limit to the number of squares that can be watered in a day, so you do want to keep an eye on that. If you are having him water things, make sure that he's not missing out on anything, or else some of your crops may remain unwatered. He can collect resources such as wood and stone, and he'll also ship them for you. And then lastly, he can also prepare soil for planting new crops by taking out weeds, rocks, dead plants, etc. So for today, what we're going to do is we're just going to have him help us prepare the soil. He can get rid of all those dead plants for us, and we'll also get him to remove garbage. So he's going to go ahead and get started. He's a very, very useful robot to have, and he's going to help us very, very significantly. Along with the strange moss, I may add. Both of those things together really are going to go a long way. Now, because the season has changed, if you went ahead and harvested or gathered the strange moss in spring, you should have new strange moss. As you can see here, we've got a whole new bunch of moss available to us. And this is also where our raft is that we can go to the other side of the river on. I'm going to save that for a different day because I think that will probably take quite a significant amount of time. One thing at a time, we need to sort of just see what kind of changes summer has brought, and we're just going to start small and work from there. After all, summer just started. We have an entire season to sort of see all the different kinds of things that are going to be offered to us. So the afternoon bell has rang, which means that most things in Volcano Town should be open. I'm going to go ahead and take a stroll over there, and I'll cut to when we get to town. I have a couple stops I'd like to make today. The first is to go and visit Liberto. Now that we have the dictionary in our inventory, he should be able to add some more words for us. And he should be at Town Hall. So we'll go and see him first. Ah, yes, here he is. It's you, Robo. Are you using my dictionary? Ho ho, you are expanding your adventure world. You completed shipping the spring vegetables already. Oh, as a matter of fact, I was just gathering possible words in the meantime. These words will mature like wine. They will fill the warehouse of your intelligence even more. A new word has been registered in Liberto's dictionary. Yeah, kind of a weird guy. I don't know if I ever actually opened up the dictionary and looked at a definition as an example, but some of the stuff that he puts in here is really random. The dictionary was of course made by him, and all of the definitions are just definitions that he's made on his own. So some of them are really amusing. I really like the one for cabbage. Cabbage has a head and a heart, but vegetable, not human. Hard to tell apart from lettuce, but easy to tell apart from human. Can't rely on a method to check how it's shredded. It is just the most random thing, but it is pretty amusing if you want to go ahead and read some of these definitions. So here we can see he's added quite a few for us. Ear, fall giant, fishing, harvest hope, ice, Jack Frost, invention, and I think that was it. So added a few definitions for us, and hopefully once we go through and meet some more goals, we can get some more of his silly definitions filled in. The second place I want to go is the supermarket. Like I said, I've already purchased and planted all of my crops, but it is a good opportunity to come to the supermarket and just see what we have available in the summer season now that all the crops have changed over. So we have a lot of the traditional crops here that we see in other Harvest Moon games being grown in summer, with tomatoes being one of them. Corn, again, another classic. We also have squash, which you don't see very often. I don't actually know if we see it in any other Harvest Moon game. Maybe some of the newer ones, but either way, squash is kind of a unique option that we have in this game for summer. We have onions. We have watermelon. And lastly, we have lemons. A little bit disappointed that we have no pineapples, because that's sort of the like iconic summer fruit that I think of when I think of summer fruit in Harvest Moon games, because they're so expensive and difficult to grow, and you know, it's always such like a fruit of labor. So that's a bit disappointing, but I think lemons are a good substitute. It's kind of something a little bit more unique. And I also noticed that you don't get to plant flowers in summer. Usually over here we would have the spot for where flowers would go, but it's just started to show us all of the crops that we can buy. It actually looks here that you can buy pineapples, so maybe I'm wrong. Perhaps there is going to be an option later on, or something that we can unlock to be able to grow pineapples. I don't really know. That remains to be seen yet. There's also melon, which again, we don't have the option for, but maybe that'll be an option in the future. I don't know. I've never really played this far into the game, so that's going to be something interesting to see whether or not that comes up again. We also have something here that is unlocked that wasn't unlocked earlier. We can buy a tent, and I do believe that this unlocks once you're able to take the raft to the other side of the river. And what the tent will allow you to do is to stay overnight somewhere that's not your home. I'm going to hold off on buying that for now, just because I don't think I'll be using it anytime soon. And aside from that, everything else in the supermarket is pretty much the same. All of this stuff here, or most of the stuff, is still locked and we can't use it. However, this row of items has been unlocked, and this will start to come into play after you get your helper bot on your farm. I'm going to talk a bit more about that later. Basically just more tools to make our lives a lot easier, but it is kind of a complicated system to explain, so I'll go into that another time. I'll sort of just jot down to talk about it in a video or to mention it. And aside from that, I think that's all I really wanted to do for the first day of summer. But as we can see with a lot of the stuff I chose not to talk about, such as showcasing my crops and how I redid my field, showing off the bridge, going across the raft, talking about some of those items at the supermarket, the tents, all of those things will eventually come into play and I'll talk about those. So hopefully we're going to have quite a few things to talk about and quite a few videos to come out of the summer season. Some of the things on our farm in and around the ruins may be able to be harvested as well, such as the strawberry plants. We can start picking these around the 15th day of summer, so we are going to have an opportunity to kind of pick more wild things and put them into our scale pack, besides just what we've been able to find at the mushroom forest. So that will also be something exciting to look forward to, a little bit of extra profits, something to sort of mix things up. As we can see here, the cat has also come. Other goals that I'm going to be working on is, like I said, I'm going to be manually watering a few squares of land just to make sure that I can level up that watering can to level 2, and then we will go and we will get another upgrade for that. Don't forget to watch the cooking channel because it is Monday. You can learn some new recipes, so I will continue to cook. I'll continue to do other things such as mining and gathering and whatnot. So life is going to pretty much go on as normal, and I will just be doing videos when anything important sort of pops up or if there's anything that I feel I want to talk about. I want to thank you all so very much for watching this video, and I hope that I will be seeing you next time.